Good afternoon. Coming to you from Guadeloupe. And that's the school kids getting out of school here. I'm in downtown Guadeloupe, just perusing through here. And anyhow, it looks like they all have to wear basically the same clothes. So I'm going to bypass this whole area real quick. And you got to watch your step, because you don't want to walk through into a hole. You'd be hurting. And I'm not sure how the medical is here. I know that the English is horrible. I just went to McDonald's and they didn't understand one word I said, so I did come back with a quarter pounder with cheese and a Diet Coke, but no ice over here. So there's no ice, Diet Cokes, no ice. The euro they use over here, and they don't take cash. So good thing I always remember, because I've been here a few times over the past couple months, they take only credit cards. And but they'll straight out tell you, when I pulled out like a $20 bill at McDonald's, no cash, no ticket, no laundry. Okay, here is a really great place right here. There's a nun right there. That looks like a very tall nun. But I ate at this restaurant before. It's actually pretty good. And anywho, but this is the place that always gets me. Right here. The spice market. This spice market, every one of these tables and every one of these people are selling the same old thing. Now, I always have this saying that you buy these kind of things over here, it's going to be put out in your next garage sale. But it's a little worse than that. I'm going to take you through. So as soon as I go in here, they will non-stop be on top of me. But I want you to see that what they do is they take their wine that they drink the night before. And they take and maybe rinse it out. I'm not sure they even wash it out for sanitary reasons. And they put them in these bottles. And they are concoctions. I can't even read or know what the heck they are. But every one of these bottles, I'll show you here. If you want to talk about homemade mad scientist brews, they're old wine bottles, and they're old alcohol bottles, and they're old like gin bottles and JB bottles. You can see that they're all used bottles, and they just, whatever one they drink the night before or their neighbors drink the night before, they put them in bottles. Look, we got one that doesn't even have a matching cap. And so I'm not sure it's real sanitary. I'm not buying any. First of all, I don't know what any of them are. But you can go down through here and find like names of wine bottles. And look how used these caps are. And this one looks like some kind of part of fish or something in it. You know, I won't go into a lot of long stories, but I'm just going to say this, that these are just old wine bottles and things such as that. And there's something else, I can tell you that. So you got all kinds of concoctions that people make up. I have no idea what any of it is, but then they have turmeric here. They have every spice. I think that's ginger. They got leaves. They're big on cinnamon. And look at these bottles. They've been opened. And anyhow, they're big on cinnamon and vanilla and every kind of spice known to mankind. Look at this, like a starfish. I don't know what that is, but all the spices that you would ever think about wanting, they have. They got nuts, they got spices, they got Jim Beam bottles, they got all kinds of things. But so if you want to get in this business over here, move to Guadeloupe. Just bring your wine bottles. I don't know if you even need to rinse them out, and just put in let's use a nice word. Anything you want. Put in anything you want, repackage it. So they're really recycling here. This is the recycle. And they all just sit around, and as soon as you get up close to the thing, they're wanting to sell it to you. They got all colors. They got peach, they got vanilla, but all kinds of stuff. I got one of these at the house. You rest your spoon on that when you're cooking. I know a little something. Look, we got one of these little... I'm not even gonna touch anything, because as soon as I touch it, they want to sell. But that looks like fish inner parts. Not big on any of that. That's saffron right there. I know that stuff's expensive right there. It's saffron. And they put, I thought they'd be in English, but they aren't. So, anyhow, it's something else, isn't it? They got all kinds of stuff. She's trying to sell me. I'm going to walk away from her. So, anyhow, now you got fresh herbs. You got things over. Oh, that's turmeric. I thought it was worms. But I gotta find the place where it had the Jim Beam bottles. There's a place that I walked by earlier, and instead of just wine bottles, it said Jim Beam on it. I think that one might say Jim Beam on it. But look, there's like a wooden machete. That's kind of a neat looking thing. That's kind of a neat. Let me get that one. So, like a machete made out of wood. The problem is that they take you to the cleaners when you try to give them $1 or $10 in conversion rates. There's some straw hats over here if you're inclined for straw hats. Oh, I think I'm getting close to some of the good stuff right here. Here we go. Right here. JB. So there's the Jim Beam JB bottle. They're selling syrup de zeb a pick right there. And so this is a rum bottle right here. And then JB, another Jim Beam. So what happens is, get drunk one night, finish your JB Jim Beam, and then put something else in it and try to sell it. Look at this one. Tell me if that's appetizing looking. That's all I'm going to say. It looks like fish eyes. Totally out on that program. So far out. Then they got vanilla. So, here's one where I can read it right here. Essence Vanilla, Guadeloupe. Yeah, but you buy it. You know how unsanitary that thing is? I'd buy it. No good though. So let's see what else we got here. So we saw the Jim Beam bottles, wine bottles. I haven't seen any beer bottles, littler bottles. And anyhow, but they got lots of vanilla. I just saw vanilla. Oh, here's the whole thing of vanilla right here. Vanilla beans.
You want the vanilla?
I'm good. So that is a story, and that is what I know. So I'm just gonna let it go for now. So, coming from the Spice Market in Guadeloupe, subscribe to my channel. Until then, have a really good day.